What's up, you guys? Welcome back to WIDEBODY Nation. Today we are showing you how to maximize the amount of money you will get for your trade-in for sure. About 3 easy steps. Whether it's a $1,000 just daily driver car that you're trying to get rid of because it's on its last leg, or it's a $100,000 C8 Corvette that you are trying to unload for maximum profit and get into another car like a wide-body SCAT pack. I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm going to use the car we're in right now, my 2018 Dodge Charger Daytona Destroyer Gray, best Dodge color, changed my mind, and they discontinued it for 2020, so that is terrible. Shake my head on that. But quick reminder, we are still on the road to 1,000 subs. If you hit that subscribe button right now, you're automatically entered to win Powerbeats Pro, $250 headphones, just for subscribing for free, so go ahead and do that below. Hit the like button while you're down there. So how are we going to maximize our trade-in value? Well, it's about 3 steps. It is what to do before you actually start getting offers, what to do while you're getting your actual offers, and then the day of the deal. So in order to start the process, you're going to go ahead and want to look at what situation you're in. So what do I mean by that? So I'm gonna look at the car that I have. First of all, is it modified? And by modified, I mean anything from like go fast parts, like for your engine, transmission, exhaust, or does it have crazy lights on it? Does it have anything that makes it technically not legal to be registered? Anything like that, big wheels, crazy tires, lights, whatever it may be. The dealership generally will not like modifications. Now, if it's what's considered a tasteful modification to the general public, like maybe you got your wheels blacked out, you had silver wheels and you got them blacked out by like a powder coat shop, that could actually help you out. But most modifications are either gonna not get you any more value, or the dealership's gonna ding you for that. So you're probably gonna wanna return your car as close to stock as possible if you're looking to get the best value. And that's a pretty general statement, but it's usually true. Also, what is the condition of your car according to the CARFAX report? Because when you go to trade your car in, the first thing the dealer is going to ask for is the VIN, the vehicle identification number. If they put the VIN in and they see that your car has been in all types of accidents, or it has flood damage, a salvage title, a rebuilt title, anything that's considered, basically not normal, it's going to hurt the value either a little bit or a lot. And that, again, that's why we're using this car as an example. Other things, cleanliness. If your car is a complete dumpster fire, like trash everywhere, smoking residue, all that kind of stuff, that's some stuff you're gonna wanna clean up. But don't clean your car up to showroom condition unless it is a showroom type car, because like for this car, this is a nice car, but it is not a showroom car. So you want to be giving it to them in kind of just a mediocre condition, because it will hide some of the potential defects that they may find, and not in a dishonest way. But if you clean a car up, if you clean your average car up 10 out of 10 showroom condition, then everyone's going to see the little rock chips, the little scratches, all that little stuff. So I would recommend just having your car generally clean, so it's presentable, but it's not like, wow, tire shine and full clay bar wax treatment, and you wash the windows 17 times, there's not a single bug anywhere. You want kind of a happy medium. All right, let's jump into what you're actually doing to start getting offers. So if you cleaned your car up, you kind of have an idea. Now you're going to start going on websites. You're going to start putting in the leads. You're going on and putting in your information to get trade-in valuations from dealers. A lot of dealers will tell you that they can't give you a valuation over the phone or over text. That's kind of true and kind of not true. They can give you a ballpark valuation. It will just be conditional on you bringing the car in, because they can't straight up take your word for it, but they can give you a line in the sand so that you at least won't waste your time going into the dealership. So I'll give you an example. With this car right here, my 2018 Daytona, I currently owe $30,000 on it. And so I at least want them to give me $30,000 or more for it, right? Most dealerships, because this car has an accident on the CARFAX, because it has an accident with the rear end, the dealerships will only give me about 25, 24, 26,000, which is too low. And they just say, hey, bad CARFAX, can't do anything about it. And so I don't even waste my time going into those dealerships. I just move on to the next one. What I've done, and by putting in all those leads, I've started to get emails from some dealerships that are hurting for inventory during this 2020 crisis that we're in. And they'll say, hey, we need inventory so bad that we are willing to give you 125% of what the value was. So that would take my $24,000, $25,000 valuation and bump it up into about that $30,000 ballpark that I was wanting. So if you guys are out there with a $10,000 value car, and then all of a sudden a dealership texts you and says, hey, we'll give you 125% of the value, then, or emails you, then boom, you can go ahead and get $12,000 or $12,500 for the car that was just worth $10,000. And right now, and the past few months have been a great time to trade in cars, because the supply of new cars and used cars is still tight on the market. The demand is still pretty high, but the supply is low. So that supply and demand curve has shifted prices up. So yes, you might be paying more if you're buying a used car right now, but your used car is worth more right now. Now, the bottom dollar that you will get for your trade-in is usually from CARFAX. Because CarFax, or not CarFax, CarMax. CarMax has a system. They will always fully look at your car in the shop. They'll take it for a test drive. They'll do all that. So they will give you the wholesale price, which is the bottom dollar of what your car is worth. I have never traded in a car to CarMax. However, I have gotten my cars valued there, and the value is never competitive with what I can get at other dealerships. What you're looking to do is potentially go to CarMax and get a bottom dollar, just so you know where to negotiate from at other dealerships to know if they're good. So, for instance, CarMax would only give me about 22 to 24 grand for this car. So I know that I need to go up from there to other dealerships, right? Now, here is the key, especially if you guys have a car that has a bad CARFAX. If you have gotten all your maintenance done at a specific dealership, they may be willing to give you more money for that trade-in than any other dealership. And that's what I'm doing, because the dealership that I'm trading this car in has been the one that did all the repairs from the 2 accidents this car has been in, and then the normal, oil change, maintenance stuff. So they know this car is good, it just has a bad CARFAX. Now, that dealership knows that only one person has to be okay with buying this car. They're not selling this car to 25 people, to 1 million people. They're selling this car to one person. And this car is Destroyer Gray, the color, so it is discontinued, so it makes it even more desirable. So the dealership that I went to, I said, hey, the top dealership for when I shopped this thing around, the top dealership was willing to give me 30 grand. And then, if you can convince them that you want to do business with them, a lot of times they will bump it up even more to get that deal with you. So when I ordered my red eye, the dealership that I'm ordering with, my top offer was 32 grand from another dealership. So the dealership I'm ordering at bumped it up over that, and they said, we can do 34 grand for your trade-in, because they're trying to get my business. They want me to order the $80,000 red eye, $90,000 red eye, and they know they can sell this car for a pretty penny because it is so sought after because of the color of it. I think I just missed my exit, but that's okay. All right. So basically that's the system. You got to see where you're at. You got to see where your car is at. Like, is it super modified? Does it have do you owe money on it? If you do owe money on it, then you at least want to get that amount of money for the car, obviously, so that you're not making a payment out of pocket. Then you got to start shopping around. Just do it via text, email, phone. Get dealerships to start ballparking you. Then start going into the dealerships that are promising the high or tentatively promising the highest value. So don't waste your time with the dealerships that are lowballing you. If they're making you feel bad about your car, just don't go there, And then when you finally get to the dealership to actually start doing your negotiations, make sure they know the highest the other dealerships were going to give you, and make sure they beat it. So, with this car, it was 32. So the dealership agreed to give me 34 for it because they want my business and they want me to order my super exclusive 2021 red eye at the dealership, because that helps them out too. If you're ordering a very desirable car at the dealership, a lot of times they'll use that car to market for their other customers too. So like my red eye, for instance, if I let them have that on the lot for a little bit and let them put it in the showroom, they can have other people come by and order their red eyes or their HELLCATs or their SCAT packs because they're like, oh, that car is sweet, I love the options on it, how do I get that? And they'll say, hey, right this way. So that is the system for maximizing your trade-in. Don't just go to one dealership, don't just go to CARFAX, don't just bring your car in as it is. Make sure you know how much you owe on it. Make sure you get it as clean as reasonably possible, but don't make it amazing looking unless you have some sort of like Ferrari, Porsche, Corvette, something that is very top tier. And then you want to go shop around via your cell phone first. Use your cell phone, use the technology. Don't waste your time going to all these different dealerships that are just going to tell you that your car is crap or whatever. And then when it comes to brass tacks, when it comes down to the bargaining, that's when you got to hit them with that last informed offer, which is going to get you that last couple grand or last couple percent to go ahead and make your deal great. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you are looking for more tangible money value, check out the comments below. There's 3 free stocks there when you sign up for Webull. You just got to deposit $100 to start trading stocks, and they will give you 3 free stocks valued up to $1,600. There's also M1 Finance, which is a good banking system that I use. Both of them are on my phone. I'm driving right now, so I can't really show you guys that. And then there's you know, my email's down there if you guys have a car deal you're working, or you have questions, comments, concerns about cars, about car buying, about credit, let me know. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me know what you think about doing videos in the car. The red eye is on the way, so I'm practicing doing videos in the actual car, like as the studio. Let me know how the audio is when I'm driving, stuff like that. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Keep grinding out there and stay safe. I will see you for the next video.